Hello everyone, Tom with Capo Fetish. Today on the channel we are going to talk about some cool compilations that are lost in time. These compilations came out between 69 and 79. They were more sample LPs, so these are known as the Warner Reprise Lost Leaders Sample Promo LPs. Now, if you read Rolling Stone or if you had an album, most of the record sleeves back in the day would have this little order form. And, this would be featured in any artist's sleeve, Joni Mitchell, whatever. And then they'd offer this $2 per double LP for a wide range of artists and songs from the Warner Brother roster. And the Warner Brother roster in 1969, 69 through 79, it was one of the greatest, right? So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. And it was just a lot of new things to discover. And some of the times, with these Lost Leader albums is that sometimes the artists would feature songs that they would never even release on their albums. So they were like rare cuts, along with some hits, along with just oddball tracks that they would just kind of like randomly pick for these compilations. So let's go over some of these Lost Leader albums. And I have about 10 of them, but there was about 35 released between 69 and 79. That is a lot of compilations. So the first one that came out was in 69, and it was called the 1969 Warner Reprise Songbook. And if you can check out the roster there in the front, pretty amazing. All those artists on one double album, right? And it only cost $2. So what we got in here is just a hodgepodge of just a lot of different things. Beau Brummel's doing Deep Water. Randy Newman doing Davy the Fat Boy. We got Everly Brothers doing T for Texas. Van Dyke Parks doing the All Golden. Van Morrison doing Slim Slow Slider from Astral Weeks. Neil Young, I've Been Waiting for You. Every album would come with these really cool little sheets telling you a little bit about the artist and the song. So really, really cool stuff. So yeah, this one here, if you ever see these in a used bin, just pick them up. They're probably next to nothing. I don't think these would be worth anything, but they're just cool to have. They're really well curated and just a real, they're just real gem of an album. So the next one they would put out would be the same year. This one's called the 1969 Warner Reprise Record Show. And this too, they're all doubles. You got the Grateful Dead on here, and Arlo Guthrie, Ella Fitzgerald, just all these amazing artists. And to hear them all in like a 2-disc set is really cool. Sometimes a little jarring, but pretty cool. So this one is the 1969 Warner Reprise Record Show. Here's another cool one called The Big Ball. Came out in 69. Again, just full of just amazing artists. All for the price of $2. $2 to get you all this quality music from the Warner roster. Here's one from 72. It's called The Whole Burbank Catalog. And this one too, I'll show you some of the artists on this. So just really, really cool. Really cool. If you're a compilation freak like myself, I would pick these up. If you find them at some point. Here's another one from 72 called Middle of the Road. Page fell out of this one, but here's some of the artists. You got Dion next to Jesse Colin Young, Gordon Lightfoot, Beach Boys, Todd Rundgren. Very eclectic roster of artists from Warner Brothers from the 60s to the 70s. Here's one from 72 called Burbank. If you run into this, pick this up as well. Got Alice Cooper on here, Arlo Guthrie, Van Dyke Parks, Alice Cooper, Curved Air, John Cale. Here's one from 73. This one's called Appetizers. And we got Linda Lewis on here, Bert Jansch, Little Feat, among many, many others. John Cale appears again. Just a really cool way. I mean, really, when you think about it, you like discover some old stuff, right? You've never heard before. Here's one of the rare single ones called The Force. This came out in 70. I don't think there was a date on this one, on the album or the label, but yeah, there's some of the artists. All sample LPs you can only order in from the Warner Brothers catalog or online. No, not online. Or, what am I saying here? Through a magazine. Through a magazine. You can either order through a magazine like Crawdaddy or whatever those mags were, Rolling Stone, or you have to order through the little clip inside the record sleeve. Here's one from 77 called Limo. This one I see a lot in used bins. Very popular one here. Popular as far as people not wanting it. We got, what we have on here? We got Ry Cooder, Emmylou Harris, Leo Sayer, Al Jarreau, Danny O'Keefe, Eddie Hazel, Fleetwood Mac, Jesse Winchester, Nothing But a Breeze. It's a cool album. Limo from 77, and this is the last one I have of the bunch, called Alakart from 79. Let's see what was going on in 79 here. We got Duncan Brown, B-52s, Emmylou Harris, Manfred Mann, among many others, Climax Blues Band. So anyway, just letting you know about some Lost Leader albums from the Warner Reprise, years from 69 through 79. As always, thanks for watching. If you dig the content across the channel, press subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.